Russia has made an audacious public attempt. You recall yesterday I did a whole riff about this, that right after Trump got elected, after the election was called, Vladimir Putin dumped, or Russian intelligence, dumped a bunch of nudie pictures of Melania that we haven't basically seen for about 9 years now. Fully nude pictures, Melania naked, full frontal nudity, the whole bit. They dumped a whole bunch of these pictures into Russian television. They were showing them on Russian media outlets and saying, this is the new First Lady of America, and laughing about it. Now, why would Russia do that to Donald Trump? And the conclusion that I came to yesterday, and I still believe this to be the case, was Russia, this was Putin's way of saying to Donald Trump, I own you. Whether it's that he's got the PP tapes, or whether he's got some, Trump, going into the Miss Teen pageants in Russia, and, scoping out, or even him and Epstein picking up some 14-year-old or whatever it is. I don't know what Russia's got on him. But he is unnaturally close, or has been, to Putin. But that might be coming to an end. We'll see. But now the second piece of this was, and again, I shared this with you yesterday, but I kind of just touched upon it. But this is actually, I think, has the potential to be a huge, big deal. And Joe Biden, by the way, spent 2 hours alone with Donald Trump this morning. And I guarantee you, I have no inside sources or anything, and I wasn't there, but I'm a reasonably good observer of these things. And I can pretty much guarantee you that much of that 2 hours was devoted to Joe Biden trying to convince Donald Trump that we have to fight on the side of Ukraine. Don't go down that Putin road. And so Trump is going to face a real serious decision here pretty soon. Whose side does he take? How does he, because he said he would have the war in fact, his argument, which he repeated dozens of times at his rallies, was that within 24 hours of his being elected, not sworn in, elected, he would end the war in Ukraine. Well, it's been more than 24 hours. And the war in Ukraine is, shall we say, continuing? But I didn't realize that it was the head of Kremlin intelligence, Nikolai Petrushchev, who had made this quote, where he said that Donald Trump has won because he relied on certain forces, and that he has corresponding obligations that he is obliged to fulfill. Which is clearly Russian intelligence's way of saying to Donald Trump, not just we own you, like, we can ridicule you, we can splash nudie pictures of your wife all over the, around the world that, 5 billion people can see. Not just that, but you owe us, is what Russian intelligence was saying to Donald Trump. And Slate columnist Fred Kaplan writes, this is a mind-blowing bit of psychological warfare. The Russians are basically telling Trump, we put you in office, now it's time for you to pay us back. By the way, the FBI, the Director of National Intelligence, and our cybersecurity agencies have all confirmed that Russia was sowing disinformation against Kamala Harris. There were the bomb threats on Election Day. There was Elon Musk highlighting Russian disinformation and lies, including even deep fakes and things. All of this stuff. Kaplan writes, one can only wonder what Trump will do if he realizes that Putin is not his friend. Donald Trump's got some thinking to do.